Here we are for the top-up show. Beautiful day here at Randwick.
Cracker, isn't it?
Drying track.
Well, the penetrometer didn't improve much yesterday, but it'll be a dead track. Not as wet as it was, obviously nothing like it was 2 weeks ago. The wind will get a little bit up from the northeast, which...
Is it fair to say there could be some tiny form reversals here? A lot of heavy track racing.
Yeah, of course. Particularly a fortnight ago and 3 weeks ago at Rose Hill. So it'll be an interesting card from that point of view, and obviously there are a few key mounting yard horses today. We kick off with race 1, and the firmer in the race is Starla, who was $7 yesterday, is now $5.50.
Yeah.
And
Mandela. Bit of resistance against Mandela, I noticed on the fair. They're $2.40 just as I came out.
Well, look, Glenn, the only horse that I wasn't or I could have been harder on was Starla, so there wasn't a lot of per that I could have found for Mandela, I must say.
Yeah.
To mark him 7-4, if I give him everything on earth, I can mark him 5-4.
Mounting yard mail for me there. I'm like, thought it was tomorrow yesterday, Mandela. Now I'm that confused. It's unbelievable.
So why are you confused? What happened?
Just the dry track. Finishing the tapes.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with it? I mean, he's a 2-year-old. He didn't race on a particularly wet track at Canterbury.
He did PR though.
Yeah, well, it's a funny thing, isn't it? Gate 1 is a key runner today, and
he ran off at the 45-metre mark there, but I don't think he lost an inch.
No, everyone's excited about is the trial since.
Yeah, and then the trial since. I just finished the trials again this morning. Looked at the trial yesterday, like I said, I think $1.20 off the trial, but there's other trials in the day with the same grade, exact same time. I've lambled myself.
Race 2, one of our good men have launched themselves onto Lady Demi, which is the firmer in the race. She's into $21. Healing Hands, the softest in the race, back out to $2.70. Another race, Glenn, where we get, obviously Mounting Yard's key for the favourite. And Mr. Wong and Irish Songs are set to race from the back here, so that'll give you another guide to the track. Any clarity here?
I want to back Mr. Wong because I think it's going to get out in the market. I think I'm going to get myself $5.50 or something like that. So, and I would say I've got no clarity overnight. I can tell you, I'm a foghorn.
Race 3 is the matchup of the day, and yet Sir Elton hasn't tightened with the scratchings. He's still $1.70. Hope Beyond Her is a touch shorter with those scratchings, but the firmer in the race is actually Your Dicky Miss Steed there into $11, back to $1,200. It is an interesting matchup. Obviously, Sir Elton is now getting well into his first preparation, but does look to run his own race here.
Looks to win.
And was my best of the day, even though I was very encouraged by the return of Hope Beyond Her, and I know that Shin will maximise this filly, so an interesting clash. Race 4, Velocitar is a firmer, along with Shazzy Lee, who I noticed David Gately was just tipping on the telly. High-low bet, horse you're interested in, Glenn, is the soft one in the race, out to $7.50.
Yeah, I saw that this morning, Mark. I'm still pretty interested in the bottom one there, and I'm interested in Bangkok with the lead. And again, it's a race of... I wouldn't be surprised if any horse won.
It's an odd little race, isn't it? Really, it's sort of midweek, really. At this stage of the season for fillies and mares, it's catch and kill your own. Attorney's one of the shock scratchings on the program, and despite that, Woogok's on the blow. Dylan's Romance, the overnight firmer, now into $5, which I guess he has won 3 of his last 4 and looks to take it up, but he seems to be in a tougher race here, and then surely
and a drier track.
Wise to him.
Yeah, drier track. He seems. I still think he's got a good chance, but Woogok there for me, Mark. I think we'll get the job done. I think we'll get $3.
Well, it's another key horse because I think it was assisted by the depth of the ground there 2 weeks ago, and
7 for 5 in the heavy.
Like a really stylish win in many respects, but how assisted was it by the heavy track? Race 6, we're back in distance to 1,800 metres, and with the emergencies not getting a run, Dr. Drill has come back into favour, I guess because the likelihood of him having a nasty run has lessened. Tory Joy on the blow out to $4.40, so Dr. Drill now the favourite.
I'm looking forward to seeing Theodore Nugent. I love seeing these young Melbourne riders that come up here. I don't know why, just so used to their names popping up on the screens.
Yeah, okay.
So you feel like you have this. Then I don't even know what he looks like. I'm just always getting a ride later on as well.
So you're familiar, and at the same time, he's never entered your sphere.
Wouldn't know him if he wore past. looking forward to that. I mean, that means nothing, does it?
Yeah, Gayatri remains hard in the market. You're still
Still pretty keen on Gayatri, Mark. And overnight I did find that I warmed a little bit to number 9, Matawi.
yeah, probably whilst suited by the way the race was run the other day, it was a fairly deep midweek race there for Matawi. Both favourites not that firm in race 7. Lundberg and Notation. Gong's $13 into $9.50 is the firmer. There still seems to be, you know, I found it a match race, but there still seems to be plenty of other horses in and around the high single figures.
Only 2 winning numbers there. Punters, 2 for the pick 6, which there is a jackpot there. They Lundberg and Notation, easy race to get through. One of them will win. Tipping Lundberg.
And the penultimate, here's a mounting yard male horse for sure, Scholarly, who resumes off the long spell there for B Shin. It's a steady sort of race. Zavance is on her way out. She's only marginally. There's not a lot of action in the race, and it looks a race that is hard to pull apart, Glenn.
Very hard to pull apart, Mark. And the deeper I got into this race with the tapes overnight, the more confused I became. So leave me out. I will be having something on your little mention yesterday on Angel Wings, like the trial since.
Yeah, it was just a trial, I tell you. It's just a race. What a mad race. The nightcap, Natalia is a pronounced favourite with the scratching of Grey Worm. Tony Nakoni has come into favour here with Royal Witness on the blow. Well, I suppose the field's sort of been cut in half. Natalia is
Obviously a good chance.
obviously a good chance, but I mean, for a horse that sort of,
Don't want to back it.
yeah, like
I'm
you didn't see anything
Fingers
out of the
crossed
ordinary the
there
other
for
day.
me. Don't leave me out. Parade's close to top for Joe Pride first up after half a year. And if it does, it can be in the finish.
It's definitely a horse that I had a feel for in the last. So that's our top-up show. Don't forget that we film 4 shows a week, 3 of them for subscribers, Monday, Tuesday and Friday. You get full sets from me every Sydney Metro meeting, and most importantly, the mounting yard mail direct to you 5 minutes before each race. Now all of that plus whatever else we do, we're going to Coffs, we're going to look after people, we have functions, masterclasses, $22 a week. That's right.
We still haven't had our golf day.
Or poker night.
Or our poker night.
No.
No, they're the next things.
Yeah, we might need a secretary to actually...
Yeah, we do, because you know, you do a lot of work and I can't do anything.
well, Gord's good.
Gord's drunk 16 hours a day, so you want to get his tips as well, and they're sensational, so I can't work it out.
Anyway, that's there's a feast for Goldies, $22 a week, and the first 2 weeks are free, so sign up, have a look at it. If you don't like it, just drop out.
Yep, that's the best way. If you want to enjoy a new ice cream, have a leak and give it back.
Exactly, so we'll be back on Monday for the rant. Hope today goes well for you.
Good luck.